Hello, luminous souls. This is the message your healing has been leading you to. You can feel your life changing underneath the surface lately, even if nothing around you fully reflects it yet. So the thread that has found you in this moment is the shift, so don't flinch. Let's see what this thread has to say. Ooh, 0808. Swift action. Wealth, empathy, promises, commitment, affection, inner strength, auspicious outcome. You will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps towards achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mindset on you. Interesting. So 0808, house numbers, license plates, receipts, synchronicities, the time. I love that time. It's like one of my personal favorite numbers. Just know that this reading is most likely for you. Yeah, moolah, baby. All right, what more can we find out about this thread? Doubt. Doubt suggests, okay. Doubt suggests, what was I going to read? There's nothing in here. Sometimes my brain sees something that's not here all the time. All right, second guessing yourself only leads to more indecisions. Trust yourself to do what is best for you. Okay, so 0808. So swift actions, get doubt out of the way immediately. Immediately. Or it's almost like you're not believing that this is the feeling you're feeling. Or, really? No, like, don't do that. Just go with it and see where it takes you. I've lived long enough to know that my intuition has never been wrong. If anything, I'm always wrong because I didn't listen. All right. Okay, we're throwing stuff now. So hopeful, inspired, optimistic, success. Okay, so don't doubt that. Not at all. Family, blood ties, inner circle. You're probably getting inspiration from the family, reminding you on how far you've come. Clingy, old exes, dead relationships, old ways. So maybe the old ways of things, you're afraid to let go of that. Mask, hiding, concealing, deception. Hopeless, loss, deception, depression. So, Then we have suffering and silence at the bottom of the deck. Unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. Okay, so you have this tiny little bit of hope. Now, I don't know if the family's in the way. I want to say they're encouraging, but they could be part of the old ways that, like, you don't want to go against the grain. You're still people pleasing in a sense. And it's just not fair to you that other people can exist the way they want to, yet it's frowned upon when you want to live the way you want to. So it's leaving you into this hopeless and mask feeling that you have to hide who you are. Okay, this card fell out. Sorrow, loss, grief, depression again. So the way I also see it is that it's two sides of a coin. It's you're either stay hopeful or you stay in sorrow, but you're in this tug of war right now, and you got to, I want to say, go fight for the light, you know what I mean? But it does take 1,000 that's the way to undo a negative thing. So don't forget that, and try to hang on more to the hopeful aspect of things. We have divine feminine, so yin, feminine energy. And I was going to say this is like a yin and yang, but it's not working together like that. Intuition, heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. You know why you've been stuck and why you can't do it. It's like, but you just don't have the courage to break free from it yet. So twin flames, mirroring, shared feelings, reflection. You're probably going to meet someone, or maybe you realize someone in your family's your twin flame, but let them put the fuel on that fire, because they're the ones that sole job is to change your perspective so hard that you go into the direction you need to go. Like, think of it as, Source putting bumpers out there in the world, and those bumpers look like people. But if you're a ping pong ball, like an arcade game, and you're bouncing around, it's great that you met them, but you're not made to stay. You're made to traject, oh my gosh, in the opposite direction, in the way you're supposed to go. They give you that insight. And it's very helpful if you can better understand how twin flames work than feeling like, oh, I lost my soulmate. No, those are two different things. So silence, frozen, no words, stonewalled. You're doing this in silence. You're feeling trapped, stuck, tied down, captive. Like you don't know how to start. You don't know how to start, where to begin, where to go. But you have this action. And I'm talking about, there's so much abundance in this card, it's not even funny. Money, aspirations, affection. What was the one I was surprised to see? Commitment, empathy, wealth. Oh, and someone having their mind on you. Could be your twin flame. Could be. Okay, so now, whoop, there we go. Cleanse it a little bit. Let's go into some traditional tarot. Oh, these are my favorite cards. I'm like always so sad. I work with this deck for 1 week, and then I move on to the next one. Okay, so what is, ooh, you come back here. What are you spiritually, emotionally, and energetically feeling at this moment? Judgment card is out. You're starting to see things for what they really are. The fact that if you're going out of your way to keep people happy, you know it's a losing game. They're going to be exactly who they are, but at the same time, you're allowed to be exactly who you are too. But that's coming out. It's coming clear. You're about to see it for what it is. Thank goodness gracious. So what is the influence? What's calling you forward? It's the tension of it all. It's like you want to avoid it altogether, but there has to be a little bit resistance for things to start stretching and expanding. Trust that the tension is healthy, because it's allowing you to grow. There has to be some discomfort into expanding, just like a butterfly in a cocoon. It has to go through some form of transformation in order to grow wings and completely transform. So what is the root? The past experience, the belief, you're used to everything going as fast as possible. The wound. Interesting. So I'm getting this idea that this change will happen fast. It's a matter of a split decision for you, but you also feel like everything will crumble as soon as it does, like as quick as possible. Ooh. But just like this Knight of Swords, they go in with no hesitation, no doubt in their mind, and they're doing it for all the right reasons. They're doing it for themselves. It's going to be like ripping a Band-Aid off. You're just going to have to rip it off, but it's for the greater good for everyone. So the mirror, what is showing you about yourself right now, Six of Wands in reverse, you're just feeling like a failure. You're feeling like, especially after meeting this twin flame, I'm sure they're a lot like you and they're very inspiring. It's things you've never felt before. You're excited that they're in your life. But, you know, like I said, they're made to traject you into the other direction, which means they're probably going to break your heart, and it hurts. It hurts to lose a twin flame, but you never forget them. And like I said, just hold them with love in your heart and moving forward, because they had a job to do. And if they did it right, they got you there. But don't feel like a failure because this happened. I feel like, okay, I finally let my mask down and then I let this person in and they disappointed me. But that was their job. That was the whole point. Because you weren't going to think differently without this kind of rewriting of whether it's morals, mentality, or what you told yourself every single day for the reasons why you were as a child. You didn't even have a choice in this say. So what is unclear? What is hidden? This grieving is what needs to happen. It helps with your healing. I understand it probably puts you in a deeper spot and now you feel like you're suffering. But this healing is necessary. This grief is necessary. You will now get to a point where, you know what, I've had enough. Maybe it puts that grit in you. Maybe it thickens your skin up a little bit. But now you're starting to move unapologetically, which is where you need to be in this. So the pivot, what's the choice, the realization? You have a brand new contract that's going to bring you nothing but abundance towards your legacy, towards your future, and anyone that you bring in from here on out. This is for the greater good. This is a contract that you've been waiting for. And it's not going to come from anyone else. I feel like you're hoping someone will guide you. It comes from you. It comes from you and ready to do it, ready to do the work, ready to be seen, ready to do the thing. You don't care if anybody thinks you're weird or this is unorthodox or whatever. Like, you're just doing it because you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So the interference, whether it's a person, place, or thing, you got to get over this codependency. I was feeling that, honestly. I was feeling that a little bit. You're not going to get an answer from someone. You have this Nine of Pentacles in reverse is you being codependent way too much when you have everything you need and more to make these decisions, to make these next moves. Okay, you got to get out of this clingy of old way. You don't need permission. Okay, here's your permission. Go do it. Okay, like, you're a grown-ass person and it has free will. Go do it. No more codependencies or needing approval, needing that validation. There's people out there you haven't even met that are waiting for you and your gifts and what this was supposed to be. They're ready to support your legacy. Okay? Okay. So what supports you, whether you see it or not? This change has happened. You can't keep continuing the way you've been going. You really can't. Death card in reverse. You just can't. It's over. It's done. You can't even go back even if you want to. You heard too much. Stuff has been revealed too much. All these things that has been coming to you to the light, you can't go back to your old way of thinking anyway. But now you can move forward correctly and for yourself. This is already done. This is already done. And you trying to salvage things is going to hurt you in the long run. It's going to prolong your blessings. Okay, so your process and what you're stepping into, what you're integrating into, you got to learn how to balance your work-life balance. Balancing your work life. You bit off more than you can chew when it came to pleasing and trying to keep everybody happy. So you got to start lightening the load and start adding things and seeing what works. Only add what serves you and what's necessary for you. But you are overwhelmed. You bit off more than you can chew and everything is falling. You weren't made for that type of capacity. This wasn't your job to do so, but you made it your job to make sure everybody's happy and pleased, and you'd sacrifice yourself to keep people happy. That's horrible. Don't do it no more. You got this. But you can do it. But it does start by swiping the plate clean and then adding what is in your capacity and for you one at a time. All right, so what's the potential? What's the path moving forward? You're calling back your energy. 8 of Wands in reverse. You're calling back your energy. You're getting back your energy. Go meditate. Call it back. Every single aspect of it. And so that way you can stop feeling so trapped. You know, you got to call it back. It's time. At the bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. Source is inspiring. This is what you have been dreaming of. It's time to go fulfill that fire that's been burning in your belly, a passion, desire. You have so much to offer, so much to do. Your life purpose needs to be fulfilled and executed today, right now. It's still starting off as an idea, but honestly, this Ace of Wands is the transformation of the 10 of Wands, of holding all that responsibility and burden. So you finally consolidate it and made it into one great idea that serves you. That serves you. Everybody else will always benefit from it, but you got to help yourself. You can't keep helping others without helping yourself, nourishing yourself. Filling your own cup. Filling your own cup. All right, so get a card for the road here. Let us know how to let all this energy settle. The first step you can take after all this, you know? And Source loves to give great advice with these. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Exhausted. I got goosebumps over that. Your life feels like a tiring journey, and with a platform crowded by unfinished commitments. It's time to pause at the station and release the relationships that are depleting you. See, I can't make it up. And I love that Spirit backs me up too. Because what's done is done is done is done. Okay? No more. You got this. Let me know in the comments how you start wiping your plate clean and what's the first thing you did for yourself. Let me know. So if this landed, don't break the frequency just yet. There may be another thread waiting for you on this channel. And if you want more daily frequencies like these, you are welcome to subscribe. Okay, travelers, I see you. Trust what resonates. Stay clear, stay sovereign, stay protected, and I'll see you when the thread finds you again.